alleged gang members are now indicted for the murder of this football coach. Bradley Coleman was killed at a Gwinnett County gas station over the summer. Channel 2's Matt Johnson is live for us in Peachtree Corners. And Matt, prosecutors say Coleman was an innocent victim of gang violence.
Yeah, the now indicted 3 alleged gang members, police say, were responsible for more car thefts than the one they tried to pull off right here at this Quick Trip. The indictment that we got a copy of today sheds some new light on the alleged gang ties for the suspects.
A new indictment against the 3 people accused of murdering football coach Bradley Coleman reveals more about the alleged gang ties for the suspects. A grand jury indicted David Booker, Miles Collins, and Josiah Hughley on Wednesday. The 15-count indictment includes murder, aggravated assault, hijacking a vehicle, and gang charges. Prosecutors say the trio were associated with the Bloods, a criminal street gang. They go on to say that the suspect showed intent to maintain and increase status and position in said gang.
You took so much, took a lot from us.
We spoke to Coleman's family at the last court appearance for 2 of the 3 suspects. They've showed up for every step of the legal process since the 29-year-old father died in July during an alleged carjacking attempt. Police say they tracked down Booker and Collins by using street cameras, witnesses, and cell phone data. Hughley was the last of the 3 to get arrested.
The detectives did a wonderful job of figuring out, the evidence that they have.
Detectives believe the alleged gang members have ties to other car thefts and slider crimes in Rockdale County and other counties across the metro. Bradley Coleman's family says they're seeking justice for his senseless murder.
We appreciate Gwinnett County. We appreciate all the support we've been getting as a family as a whole, and we're just going to keep pushing.
And all 3 suspects remain in the Gwinnett County Jail tonight without bond. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining in. Welcome back to another session of Who Want a Life Sentence. All right. It's a good Friday. We're going to see what we got. You guys check this out. And I'm going to go and grab the joke.
Thanks for joining us tonight for Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Bradley Coleman was shot at a Peachtree Corners QT in July of last year during an attempted carjacking. Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo has been on this story since the very moment it broke. Rob, what happened in court today?
Hey, that's right, guys. Good evening to you both. Well, both sides today began selecting jurors for the 3 men's murder trial. I actually spoke with the victim's family right after all this happened last year. They were here today. They say this is a moment they'd been praying for.
Where was the wallet? In your purse? Or what?
Was in my purse.
The trial for the suspects in the death of 29-year-old Bradley Coleman is now underway. Their lawyers heard from potential jurors in a Gwinnett County courtroom Monday afternoon. This is a moment people who loved the teacher, father, and coach have waited for.
So humble, so sweet, so kind, so caring.
Last July, Coleman had stopped to put air in his tires at the gas station at the intersection of Peachtree Parkway and Peachtree Corners. Police say the 3 suspects, David Booker, Josiah Hughley, and Miles Collins, pulled up to his car and tried to jack it. When Coleman resisted, cops say one of them shot him, and they all fled in the vehicle they drove up in.
He's been promoted.
Yes, he has. Glory!
From my best friend to my guardian angel.
Yes.
I love you, cuz.
At a vigil right after it happened, former students and players of Coleman said he was a beacon for the Norcross community.
He was more than the coach. He was more than the mentor. He was the bigger brother I needed.
He worked as a school teacher, a basketball and football coach in New Orleans. He once coached at his alma mater, Peachtree Ridge.
He was a father. He's a brother, a son. He's a good man in the community. A lot of kids are going to suffer because he's not here anymore.
According to the indictment, the 3 suspects were associated with the Bloods gang and have connections to other carjackings across Metro Atlanta.
These senseless acts of violence will not be simply tolerated in our community. And every resource will be brought to bear to bring his killers to justice.
And guys, tonight the jury selection process is still ongoing. Once those jurors are seated, we expect this trial to take a few weeks. Coleman's family, meanwhile, says they intend to be here every step of the way. Live in Gwinnett County, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Okay, Rob, thanks for the latest.
Okay, so today we have we got three. Today we got three, man. So what we're gonna do, it's gonna all be one case. We don't really have to try them separately because they all fit in the frying pan together. So today we got a Mr. David Booker, a Mr. Josiah Hughley, and Miles Collins. All right, court is now in session. And I appreciate you guys for coming and spending it with me. Let me see who we got this morning. Okay. So this morning we actually have three guys. We have a David Booker, Josiah Hughley, and Miles Collins. All right. Rest in peace to Mr. Bradley Coleman, 29 years old. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Coleman. Condolences to your family. This is sad, man. It's really sad because just off the rip, that's 4 lives gone. Bradley Coleman, David Booker, Josiah Hughley, and Miles Coleman. 4 black lives automatically gone, taken away from the community. It's bad, man. Of course, like I be telling y'all, we don't get monetized for these because I be getting the copyrights, the copyright claims, not strikes. So I don't know if these will be monetized. We put the Cash App up. If y'all decide to donate, then we'll appreciate it. If not, it's all good. But yeah, man, we're gonna get right on into it. So, now this is we are in Peachtree City up in Gwinnett County, Georgia. I actually remember when this case came out. I was watching the news when it came out, and I remember thinking like, dang, what did he do? You know, because when something odd like that happened, that's how your brain want to put stuff in order, because you don't want to believe that people or demons are just running around for absolutely no reason, killing people and taking their stuff. That seems like real brutal. So in your mind, at least mine anyway, in your mind, they say, okay, he must have done something. They had road rage, then they caught him at the gas station, or maybe brother ran off with a package or something. They caught him at the gas station. You know, it's like that, and it's that maybe the police just haven't given us the whole story yet. Maybe they don't know. You know, it'll come out in trial. That is not the case here. Absolutely not. This dude was really innocent. He was really innocent. I mean, it's crazy because he wasn't doing no wrong. This man was actually, he was an example, a black man, an example. He was a leader. I'm not even sure if they said he was a father or not. And then he was only 29 years old. Now, I'm 39, and I strive to get or to be what he already was at 29. You see what I'm saying? You know how rare that is to have somebody in our community trying to do better at a young age? It's a little bit more normal for someone, you know, to do what the same thing I'm trying to do, like done been through something, maybe got in trouble, then turn over a new leaf and try to do something new. That's a little bit more average than just coming out off the rip, being a good person without having to go through something. That's not normal, man. Mr. Coleman was a good guy. From what we've seen anyway, you know, it hasn't come out in any other reports of anything that was going on earlier in his life or anything other that would suggest he was tied in to deserve anything that happened to him. It looks like he was just a real random victim. If you don't know anything about Georgia, that's where I am. They don't play that. They don't play that shit, right? And what I mean by that is, well, certain places. If you come to Georgia, if you come to like the Atlanta or Metro Atlanta area, you know, there are certain places that you don't want to be catching cases and dealing with law enforcement in. And that's places like Gwinnett County. It's a lot of prestige, a lot of money up there. Cobb County, you don't really want to do that up there. You know what I mean? You can get in a lot of trouble. Stuff that you may get away with in Fulton County and DeKalb really don't play, truth being told, but stuff that you'll get away with in Atlanta and Fulton County, you might get a year or probation or something like that. You'll be done got 10 years, 20 years in Gwinnett County for that same act, for that same thing, right? So this ain't the place that you want to come and just be showing your ass. Now, I don't know why, because Gwinnett County, you know, I can't say I can't even afford to stay up there, which is crazy because y'all are bloods carjacking up there. Man, it costs some money unless y'all would just, I don't know. One thing I do know, they gonna try to make an example. I mean, they going to make an example. They don't, you know, they don't appreciate you guys bringing that nonsense. Georgia not gonna tolerate gangs at all. And then Gwinnett County, oh man, you guys have it's weird because like just now, even today, waking up, you know, gotta wake up, gotta get the babies in order, you know, you get ready for the day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I don't understand how you guys choose to trade that for this. Let me show you what you trade. Let me show you what you headed to.
This what we dealing with in him, man. You feel me? The real chain gang reality. You know what I'm saying? This is a prime example of a man on chain gang script. This shit more potent than the street. Y'all got over. We living in it, bitch. Look at this man. Stand up, man. Hey, stand up, bro.
If you keep standing like a little homie, hit you like a little homie, baby. Stand up.
I'm gonna give you something real. Stand your ass up.
Stand up. It's great.
Smoking script. This is what scripts do.
We can't stop.
Look at the camera.
Now we slap us over.
Say hey.
Slap us over down there.
Say I am high.
I'm high.
Yeah.
Want to hit a wet hit?
You want some more?
They want wet hit.
Why you crying, bro?
Give a wet hit.
You so emotional right now. This nigga Whitney Houston, he's so emotional right now. You lost your goldfish? Your goldfish died? This is a prime example of a man who have lost his goldfish. They won't let him view the body. You lost your goldfish. Tell the world. Look. Tell them what happened. You lost your goldfish?
You lost everything.
Tell them. That big high, man. See, I'm gonna have all this kind of shit going on my podcast. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We gotta get the homie too. The homie geek though. It's happening right here. CeeLo Green, tell everybody what you did to get arrested. CeeLo, tell everybody what did you do to get arrested, CeeLo Green. Tell the world what you did, you know. You CeeLo Green. You stole the money for the concert and they locked your ass up. CeeLo Green, everybody. CeeLo Green. Come on, so we got one more to go find. Let's not forget about my load from the bag. Come on, turn around, show them what we got going on. This my load from the Mac, you feel me? Westside got the crib. He geeked up too. We keep it going. This young brother here, this my nigga Swim. Real crook nigga out of that Griffin shit, you feel me? Neighborhood nigga, man. And my nephew here. Real solid. Now look, this my shooter. He ain't gonna show y'all his face too tough, but this my shooter now. Remember this nigga, when I called this nigga, they like calling Tyrone, your ass in trouble. Come on, what we got? Look at my partner right here, man. He look like an Oscar. He built up like one of those statues. You know the Oscar? Come out. Stick your head out. Tell him who you is. OG Bobby Johnson. What? South Central. OG Bobby Johnson. What you do?
Right? So you decided to trade all this out here. You know, I don't know, but you now they're gonna put you in a they're gonna put you around, man, you know, just the people, man, it'll literally run you crazy. I'm talking about it will literally run you crazy. People in need of medical attention, not receiving it. People in need of psychiatric attention, not receiving it. I wrote it. Did you guys see? I'm gonna roll this little clip one more time. Did you guys see where the guy's his fingertips were burned, were a different color? That was not a any kind of defect from the camera or anything like that. Is real. That is real. Okay, so what happens is, and you know, I'm not a smoker, but I enjoy the herb. I enjoy the herb myself. But the same thing that he's doing, okay, man, it's almost hard to break down because it's weird behavior. These people smell bad and they just walk around trying to satisfy that nicotine fit any way that they can. Smoking anything associated to nicotine, rolling it in anything that they can roll it in, from literally tissue to tissue paper to Bible paper to notebook paper to anything they can roll it in to get it in their lungs. And you know, when you smoke it all the way down to there's no more, that's what happened. That's what the tips literally be burnt. And it's like a whole population of people walking around like that, man. And it's sad. It's sad. It's hard to get used to. You can see people is not sanitary. It's not clean. Staph infection run rampant, man. You know, I was so happy and blessed to make it out. To make it out in just one piece. Like now, even looking back on the situation, it would seem it just seems so crazy to even have to go through that in the first place. Right? So, I mean, this what you guys have been, this what you guys got in your near future, man. Your near future and I guess your long awaited future. Have you ever thought about forever? I'm gonna be honest now. I done tried to think about forever a couple of times, and the thought gets so scary that I gotta abandon the thought. I just abandoned the thought. But think about forever. You guys in there forever. I remember, right? Now this ain't the story time, but I remember when at the end of my bid, I probably was on around my 7th or 8th year. I was still young, maybe 20, 21 years old. And I didn't even know that I had made it to an honor dorm type situation, but that's where I had made it to. I wasn't getting in trouble. My security had dropped. And so there was a guy, like an older guy, that he was just real funny. You know, and I used to play with him all the time. Nothing physical. We just used to play, you know, shuck and jive back and forth all the time, right? But nothing disrespectful. You know, you don't go around prison disrespecting people. So I remember one day I must have said something really crazy or really disrespectful because see what happened was, you know, he looked like me. I thought we were, but he was older, so the teeth in his mouth weren't his; they were dentures. But I didn't know that. So one day, you know, after I done known him so long with all teeth, one day he don't got no teeth. And so I'm messing with him about it, like, damn, bro, where your teeth at? Such. And, you know, I'm going too far, but I'm just messing with him because, again, I didn't know he had dentures, and now he talking like an old man, right? So, and I said something real foolish, like, you know, send out your easy access, ain't it? And I shouldn't have said that. It was disrespectful. And like I said, I don't know what's going on because I definitely wasn't the disrespectful type, not to initiate it on nobody anyway. And as soon as I said it back, man, he shot it back. He was like, damn. He was like, go on out there, take your stupid ass on out there and catch a life sentence. So when he, you know, like, so when he hit me with that, I was done playing. I'm offended. Like, God damn, what? You know, why would you say something like that? And I could see that he was really offended because his response was the same reason you said that stupid shit that came out your mouth. And I understood what he was saying was completely true. You know, you don't say that to no grown man in no situation, but you know, that's how much of an impact he wanted me to feel, and I felt it. I was done playing with him, done playing, you know, for that time, right? Because that's hard to imagine. It's really hard to imagine a life sentence connected to you. Yeah, we know about the life sentence. We know people who have life sentences, but I've never imagined me with the life sentence, right? You know, that's like, we can imagine it. We know that it happened, but that's not for me. You know what I mean? You can never imagine that real heavy shit applied to your life. So yeah, man, I just remember feeling when that happened, I remember how hard it hit me, how much of an impact for him to say, you know, I should go back out into the world and do some stupid shit and catch a life sentence. That really affected me, right? And the crazy thing is, it's easier than you think. Yeah. A couple of times, I almost succeeded. Yeah. A couple of times, I almost succeeded. So, and I think you guys worked really hard for this life sentence. Or whatever you do get. Now, don't forget, let me see, because you guys got gang enhancement. And that is, for gang enhancement, you can get anywhere from 5 to 20 years on a separate sentence, right? So that means you can, you know, if they give you, say we're going to say they take it easy on y'all, and Gwinnett County not really known for that, but let's say they take it easy on you guys and give you 20, 25 years, right? Once they hit you with the gang enhancement or attach the gang enhancement, they can put a separate charge on top of that. So you can get 25 years and then you can get 25 years for gang enhancement, separate, concurrent. So you, like, they 50. Yeah, 50. This ain't even a situation where, you know, you guys can snitch or tell on each other, you know, because it's all over. They got everything they need already. Y'all can't tell on, you know, they got everything they need. There's not a snitch case. It won't help nobody in a situation like this. I'm gonna be honest, man. This, you know, just waking up knowing what you guys are going through, what you got to go through, what you wake up every day to see, man, it makes it all the more you know, it just being out here, you know, you just be grateful, you know. So I don't know what to tell you guys, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all gonna get anywhere from 20 to life. I think y'all worked hard for it. I think you deserve it. I agree with the sentence. So shall it be. 20 to life. Next case, please. Let me see. Let me see if I can attach a story onto this one. Some of that craziness we used to do, I know y'all like to get into. I don't have any dishonorable mentions at the time. But so I guess I'll tell y'all about Flathead, right? This story happened when I was down in Lee Arrendale State Prison in Alto. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, I'll tell y'all about Flathead, right? I don't know where old Flathead at now. I don't give a damn. But when I'm coming up, we stayed over in Alexandria in Lithonia, Georgia. So they had there was a complex. It's probably still over there. Fontaine. They had Fontaine. They had Concepts 21. So this one was Fontaine. Fontaine had a gate around it that kept the outsiders out, the people who don't belong to the neighborhood. They had a gate around it, and they had not barbed wires. It actually did have barbed wires at the top of it, right? So, but they had a pool. So we used to always want to get in the pool, but they got this gate with the barbed wire on top of it, right? So one day we out there trying to find something to get into, trying to find some fun, and we run into this dude. He looked to be about our age, just a little bit older, maybe my older brother age, and they were calling him Flathead, right? So he's pretty cool. We doing what we doing. But we knew he was a little bit older because he was smoking cigarettes. Smoking with cigarettes. And so we knew he was a little bit older. So we decided it was me, him, I think one of my brothers, and maybe one more kid. I can't really say, but I remember it was about 4 of us, right? And we decided to go jump Fontaine fence to get in the pool. And we done that. We got in the pool. We having a good time, right? So we, you know, again, this long time ago, I can't, you know, telling, you know what I mean? It's more than 20 years ago. So something alert us that something is going on. It's time to get out the pool, the cover blown. So we get out the pool, right? We getting out the pool, we running, we finna dip. We jump over the pool, like we jump over the gate the same way we came. Everybody make it over safe. Flathead, the last one coming. As Flathead coming over the gate, he jump over like all of us do. The top of the gate grabbed the bottom of his pants, right? And he don't make it over. He kind of like fall over, and now he upside down. The top of the thing, the top of the gate is holding him upside down. He caught in the barbs, right? And you know, we like trying to run, but I think I'm stuck between running and trying to help Charlotte, whatever. So he moving and wiggling, he doing what he doing, he upside down. Shit coming out his pocket and everything. He wiggle a little bit more, boom, his foot come unhinged and he fall on the ground head first. Boom, fall on the ground, you know what I mean? He shake it off, he get up, he put all his stuff in his pocket, his cigarettes, his lighter, his whatever we had. We didn't have cell phones back then. Put all this stuff back in his pocket and we take off running, haul ass. Once we get to, you know, we clear, you know, back in the neighborhood or whatever, he pulls out his cigarettes and he put one in his mouth. I guess he put it in his mouth without looking at it because it was broke. And he didn't know it. He didn't know that it was broke. And some of the blood, either from his head or his hand, had got on the cigarette. So it looked funny because this nigga head swole is cut. He got a broke cigarette with blood on it hanging out his mouth. And we just walking normal. So this nigga really looked real comical, right? It just looked funny. He looked like a walking wreck. So when I looked at him, I ended up kind of laughing, chuckling like, or whatever. As soon as I did it, he kind of snapped on me like, nigga, what the fuck you laughing at? I beat your little ass over here. And it kind of made me, I was young, so, you know what I mean? He backed me down. I'm like, damn, I don't want to. All right, cool, right? I jumped on in line because, again, like I said, he was around about like my older brother age. And when you young, that kind of stuff used to matter, right? You 12 trying to fight a 16-year-old or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So he got down on me. It was all good. That was just a day in the past, right? It was just a day in the past. I'm up in Alto, man. I'm on maybe my 5th or my 6th year being incarcerated, and I am a barber in the block. That's SMU, Special Management Unit, the whole. It got bars, same on the video. The video that I showed y'all, it looked exactly like that. That's the whole block looked like that, but the way everybody's hanging out is not that. Like on that same type of range, everybody gonna be in them cells, one person to a cell, and it's gonna be locked. And like the orderly will be the only person on the range. So you see how all those cells, they side by side, but they open. Alto, again, they all locked. Only the orderly gonna be on the range. Sometime the police, right? So I had to get me a robe, man. Y'all excuse me, a new robe. Anyway, I'm going in on it. So I'm doing what I'm doing. They used to use us, the barbers, for orderlies too, because they will always be short-handed. So even though I'm a barber, I got to do the normal stuff. I got to pass out trays, pick up trays. If they doing some kind of cleanup, if they doing phone day, I got to be one of the just a regular orderly, right? But on haircut day, now I got to cut hair too, right? So I'm in there doing what I do. Next thing you know, I hear somebody hollering, flathead, flathead, flathead. I hear it a couple of times, and I'm looking because that's a fairly odd name. And the reason how he got the name is because the back of his head goes straight down. Like for some reason, most head got some kind of curve to it. Back of his head goes straight down. So his name was Flathead. And that ain't no. So as soon as I hear it, I'm thinking, man, that Flathead from, Hillendale or Fontaine, wherever I was at. So I go down there and look, and I see him, and it is. And I can tell that he don't recognize me. But again, it was probably 15 or 20 years then, because I was like preteen then. So it probably had been about 15 or 20 years since that incident then. Now I'm like a prime criminal working out every day. I'm kind of big, and I got my reputation, but I also earned my reputation. So I can beat some shit down, you know what I mean? And it's been about a couple of years that I'm gonna be honest, once you in prison and you make a couple of examples, do your thing a couple of times, you ain't gotta fight every day. You know what I'm saying? You might have to show a new guy something every now and then, but for the most part, you ain't gotta do that shit every day, right? So I had my reputation. I'm living off my reputation, and now I had a partner named DJ. DJ was from Savannah, and we come up from juvenile together. So, even though Savannah, Atlanta has always been a war, always. Down south in Atlanta has always been a war, but specifically Savannah, Atlanta, it's always been like a little war. But we always, you know, they got some what we call some dirties. They got some, you know, they laugh at us because we call each other shouting. And they said they that's what they call their girls or whatever, but they call each other dirty and all that. We fuck with some of the dirties, and they fuck with us shouters too, right? So, you know, my homeboy DJ, he'll walk up here like, "What's up, shouter?" And you know, see, you ain't taking that from no country nigga. I'm telling you now, you don't take that from no country nigga, cause you know what they own. Like, hey, bro, you ain't no shouter, bro. Don't no dirty. We ain't doing that. You feel me? So, DJ my partner, right? So DJ in the hole for something, I can't tell what it is. So, but this is my partner, DJ from Savannah. So really, anything that he need is coming first. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have if I had other partners from Atlanta that were close to me like that, then that would have, but me and DJ got like, he was like one of my brothers when we were doing the juvenile rides and everything together. You know, all of us was on that mission. So me and bro, we got a bond from juvenile. So, like, say like on phone day, you know, or say like I got a chance to get an extra tray or something, I'm going to give it to DJ instead of, you know, one of these Atlanta niggas, because I don't really know these niggas. Even if I'm cool with them, I do that too. But DJ still coming first because he's my partner, right? So this is just a situation. And the day that what I'm telling you about happened, it was phone day, and you know they had a cordless phone. So what you do is you bring the whole, you know, of course it was a portable a cordless phone, but it got the jack to it. So you bring the jack to the range, and then you plug it up at the beginning of the range, and then you can take the phone, the actual cordless phone, to any of the cells on the bottom or the top range, right? So on phone day, I go plug the phone in, and of course I'm gonna send the phone down, but I'm looking out for my partner first, right? First, see, this is this was the benefit of being an orderly, right? I can make money. Hey, bro, I give you a suit to run this over, sir. I do this, do that. I pay you to do that. Everybody needs something done, paying, you know, unless they your partner, right? So. Or just like that, they'll call you and say, hey, bro, you know, we got store day coming up. I need to call my folk, let them know to send me there. If you can get the phone, but I give you $5. They ain't gonna, and I don't know how it is now, but $5 in the chain game back then, it was a lot of money. It was hard to hold $5 worth of stuff in your jacket and not get searched, right? So so it was a way of hustling. It's phone day. I got the phone. When I come on the range, I plug the phone up. DJ holler, hey, white boy, let me see the phone. Bet, I'm on the way. I let one or two people see the phone, and then I run the phone to DJ. Now, when everybody find out or hear that the phone is on the range, because I think it's a situation where the phone wasn't supposed to be on this range this day. Maybe I'm just, you know, dealing with somebody, a person or two. Flathead go to calling my name. White boy, white boy. So I step out. I'm like, what's happening, y'all? He like, let me holler at you real quick. Now, that mean he want me to, because I'm at DJ Sale talking or politicking or whatever. That mean he want me to stop what I'm doing and come up there to where he is. But that's all good. But what he don't know is I'm just really not that fond of you because I remember you. So, I wait about 5-10 minutes. Me and DJ still talking. This nigga with the same shit. White boy, white boy, white boy. Now, the reason why this is disrespectful and is aggravating because I'm gonna tell you something, even though it may seem like a wild and crazy place, people know what they're doing and people not crazy, right? So you can't just sit there and scream my name like that because it's really disrespectful to me. Anything that I'm trying to do on the low key, you snitching and you telling on me, right? So I back up slow and I'm looking. I'm like, bruh, man, what you got going on? And he snapped. He like, nigga, He like, man, you been down there in that motherfucking country nigga cell all day. Y'all monkey ass niggas ain't from Atlanta. Y'all niggas, yeah, man, y'all niggas lame as hell, bro. Y'all Atlanta niggas. So I say he go slap off, right? And you know, I'm looking up at his cell while he doing this because I know that he don't know who he really talking to. I look back at DJ in the cell. DJ in the cell, he looking at me like this. He laughing. He like, he got that look saying, yeah, boy, it's on. I already know what's going on. Because at this point in my life, I'm turning down nothing. You hear me? I'm talking about when it come to any kind of phase, any kind of squabbles, any kind of fights, I ain't turning down nothing. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. I got an intruder. I ain't turning down nothing, right? So I'm like, yeah. So I get he already know what's going on. He go to me and him. I don't go back and forth with him because, it's like, that's a sign of weakness. He doing what he doing, but I'm actually glad he doing this because now I get the chance to show him, and now I get the chance to really exact some revenge, right? That I had really forgot about, but since it's here, right, and because I'm knowing he got a fresh prison bid, so it's almost like saying, okay, he a new boy, then he can't be hip to the way we fighting. He can't be totally toned up. You know what I mean? He can't be on my level. Basically, it was like Dragon Ball Z. I could turn to a Super Saiyan, right? And he can't be, his training not of that yet, right? So I'm like, cool. He going off. What I do is I go to taking off because, we always got to have on our overshirt. Our state property shirt. It's a collar shirt. But under it we wear t-shirts. That's most of the time that's what we work in. So I remember whatever I had at that moment, I gave it to DJ. I gave DJ like my shirt. If I had something in my pockets, I'm reaching it through the bars, and I go walking up the far end of the stairwell to come back down to his cell, cause I ain't gonna do no yelling and screaming. I do that, and I'm talking about as I'm walking down there, every cell that I'm passing, like they knowing I'm headed down the Flathead cell, and they talking now. They like, oh shit, here he come. Hey, oh man, boy, yeah. And if somebody was saying something like that, other than that, the range was quiet. You see what I'm saying? Cause you basically just did a war cry. So I get down to his cell. I walk right up to his cell. I say what? He was like, no, man, y'all nigga be acting like. I stopped him soon as he started that, because now this is like a plea. This a change. This a change from what you were just saying, right? When you were screaming out on the range, it was different. So I stopped him. I'm like, no. Look, I said, we were supposed to do haircuts today. I said, I'm gonna start with you first. We finna go do these haircuts. Bet. So once we get after lunch, this is when we start the haircuts. Once we get to the haircut, I let DJ keep the phone. Once we get here, but everybody know on the range, everybody know pretty much what's going on. They know I'm finna try to kill this boy, right? So after haircuts, we go in, they put us in the shower. I mean, after lunch, they put us, I tell them, they used to let us, we used to cut hair in the showers. So they open up the gates and let me go. They let us go and set up for the showers, right? So I go tell Officer Coffee pretty much that which cell I wanted to start at for the haircuts. Because for the most part, the officers, the orderlies, they run the range, you know what I mean? The officers just oversee it, but the orderlies pretty much run the range. Whatever gonna happen on the range, going through the orderlies, right? So I tell him which cell I want to start at for the haircuts. He like, cool. Man, I go and set that stuff up. I go and tell them to go get Flathead. And when they bring him in there to my cell, now when they bring him in there to your cell, they handcuffed, right? They handcuffed behind their back the whole time. They not allowed to come out. They came and brought him to my cell. I mean, they came and brought him in there to me in the handcuffs. They sat him down, went back out there. It was almost like a dream come true, because what happened is, that's when it was Officer Marr. And again, these folk probably been gone out the system. This was over 20 years ago. So Officer Marr, Officer Coffee, they were some cool little white boys in the block, right? And what happened is, if you wanted to get in and mix it up, they would let you. If both parties agreed that they wanted to go and, take care of some much needed business, they would let you. Wasn't gonna be no violence, no revenge afterward, no stabbing, none of that. If both of y'all agreed, they would let you. But if one person said, no, I don't want to, then they ain't gonna let it go down. So when they bring Flathead in there to me to get his haircut, I tell Coffee, I said, hey man, I said, take your cuffs off. So Coffee look at Flathead and he asked him, he like, you want your cuffs off? He was like, man, for what? I was like, bro, for what? For that shit you just screamed on the range. For what? I'm like, Coffee, take your cuffs off. He won't. So he was like, Coffee asked him again, because he has to say it. He got to say it. And he don't want to, we don't want no confusion. He said, man, you want me to take your cuffs off? Flathead was like, man. I'm like, come on, bro. Go on, take your cuffs off now. You were just screaming at me over there, man. Don't do it like that, bro. Go on, let him. Flathead go to tell me, man, I just come to get a haircut. Man, y'all on something else. I'm going to be honest, man. In that moment, I felt robbed. Yeah, because, I wasn't going to take advantage of him. I was going to take advantage of him if had his hands been free, but I couldn't take advantage of him with, his hands behind his back in the handcuffs. I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Couldn't do that. But I cut his hair, man. And he ended up apologizing, this and that and that, and I wasn't talking to him too much. But I did end up asking him, bro, you don't remember me, do you? And he was like, huh? I was like, you don't remember me, do you? He was like, from where? I said, you from Lithonia? He was like, damn, yeah, you from Lithonia? I say, you got that cut on your head at the swimming pool? So he kind of looked up at me again. Like, damn, bro, how you know that? I said, you don't remember we was at the pool together? He was like, for real? And me just knowing that, him not remembering that we was at the pool together, I know he remembered that, he had done chunked me off. And that's why I was finna beat his ass. You know what I mean? But I ain't have to, man, because he, like, from just the approach, just me telling the other officer to bring him in and to take the handcuffs off and give us a few minutes and all this. And the way that everybody else on the range was acting like, oh man, white boy done got him one. It was enough to scare him into like not wanting to go there with me. And again, like I said, I felt robbed because I was gonna do him bad in there, right? But yeah, man, that's the kind of situation and environment you guys are headed to. It's never ending. You know what I mean? You worked hard for it. Congratulations. It's like graduation. You worked hard for it. Congratulations. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Who won't like Senate?